For today's DIY video, I'll be starting off with Dollar Tree floral rings. I'm going to be using 4 floral rings for this video, and I'll be attaching them all together so that they can look like one piece, and I'll be linking them all together with mending plates. I already measured and made holes where the mending plates are going to go through. So now I'm just going to be inserting the mending plates and using hot glue to keep the plates in place. This is actually a requested video, and the lady who made this request sent photos, and from there I had a clearer picture of the items that I needed to use for this DIY project. If you're new to my channel, it's so great to have you here. Now don't forget to click on the subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my latest videos. The last mending plate is going to be at the bottom. It's going to be longer than the other ones that I had used for the other rings. I'll be attaching what I made to this wooden board, and I'll be using corner braces and a slim piece of wood to attach all 3 pieces together. Now I'm going to lay what I have here in a position where I would be able to easily apply Mod Podge to each and every one of the rings. I want this to have a little bit of texture, so I'll be using Dollar Tree pebbles for that. When I was done with one side, I flipped it over to the other side so that I can have all the pebbles evenly distributed around the rings. I let this dry for a bit, and then I took it out and I spray painted it gold. When it was dry, I brought it back in, and then I laid it down in such a way that I'm going to have free movements around each and every one of the rings. These are acrylic gems, and I'll be attaching these on only one side of the rings. Of these gems is to hold the string lights that I'm going to have around each and every one of the rings. The length of this remote control string light is quite long, so I went around each and every one of the rings 5 times. I continued like this till I got to the end. Now for the base, I'm going to be using a picture frame that I got from Five Below. This space down here is where I'm going to be hiding the battery pack. The top here is going to be covered with gold contact paper, and then I will be attaching what I worked on top of this. I'll be using little pieces from the mirror tiles here to cover up the spaces in between each and every one of the rings. Now here's what this lighting looks like when it's facing the front, meaning the string lights is what you can see here in the front. Now, if you don't like it the way it looks like this, you can definitely turn this around and have it facing the wall. That way you can have more lighting bouncing off, which is still pretty. I want you guys to have a clearer picture of what this looks like side by side with the lights at the back and with the lights in front. Here's another quick and easy lighting idea for the table. I'll be using embroidery hoops and wooden strips to get the project started. And I'll be making use of just 4 of the wooden strips and gluing them to the embroidery hoops using a hot glue gun for now, and then I'll later go around with an A6000 glue. I cut a round foam board to the measurements of the embroidery hoop and glued it at the bottom, and then I spray painted it silver. To keep it shiny enough, I will be using my mirror mosaic tiles, and a full list of all the items used will be in the description box below. I'm cutting strips of the width that I'll be needing to cover up the hoops. And they're self-adhesive, so they're super easy to use. The bottom part is kind of rough, so I'll be covering it up with self-adhesive gems that I got from Walmart. If you look closely, I covered inside the hoops and the sticks also with the mirror mosaic tiles. So this is a candle holder that I plan on putting it in the middle. But then for now, I'm going to be cutting my large ornament ball somewhere around this point to create an opening for the light to pass through, and I'm doing that with a soldering iron. After I was done with that, I started making holes around the ornament ball, and this is where I intend to hang my garland beads. So the hole needs to be close enough to where it's been cut at the bottom to make it easy for the garland beads to pass through. I ended up making 16 holes in total. When I was done hanging the beads, I kept it aside and then took a round mirror candle holder from the Dollar Tree and cleaned it properly. And then I'm going to be gluing on my candle holder in the middle of the mirror. I'm using a strong adhesive for this, and I left it for some few hours to dry. Now I'm going to be gauging it in the middle of what I made earlier and gluing it on, also with a strong adhesive. And now I'm going to be putting on the ball that I arranged with the garland beads on top of it and making it sit at the top of the embroidery hoop and making sure it's fit properly before gluing it down. For the lighting, I'm going to be using paper lantern, detaching the lighting from the paper. The lighting is super bright and I love the way it shines inside. Now for convenience, I can also use a push light that uses a remote. The setup for the overall lighting is fine, but to give it a little bit of height, I got a candle holder from the Dollar Tree and spray painted it silver. And I just placed it on top without gluing it first, just to see if I like the idea. Now this is going to be depending if you want it high or low. I just left it the way it is and I placed it on a table, and I love the way it looks. I love the reflection that it gives off. This is a decorative lighting to amp up your style, and personalize your decor in a unique way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have other home decor DIY videos that are linked in the description box below to check them out. And for those of you who have not subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to click on the subscribe button.